All right. John Long here with Wild Rivers Group, First Weber Real Estate. I'm sitting here with Dave Russell, owner of Brantwood Lodge. And Dave, I just want to start out by asking you a question. Tell me about when you bought this place and why you bought this place and a little history behind it.
The property was purchased in March of 2013. The reason why I picked this particular location is I was looking for a part of the country that had expansive tracts of land that didn't have a lot of development. In this particular area, we're surrounded by hundreds of thousands of public land. Most of it's in the county and managed forest land open programs, and then to the north of us is where the Schwamigan National Forest starts. The other reason why I picked this location was because of the fact that it was so far away from any real human inhabitants. Prentice is about 15 miles away, Phillips is 18 miles away, Park Falls is about 45 miles, Tomahawk's about 30. So you're right in some of the best rough grouse hunting, bear hunting, a lot of deer, good waterfowl migration, and we're also close to several large rivers for we like to fly fish for muskies and smallmouth, and then there's also smaller streams that have native brook trout in them. And there's not a lot of pressure in this area, so that's kind of why we decided this would be the best place to start a lodge.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Now, what was here when you bought the place?
There was a old 100-year-old barn, and this also had about a 25-acre field that the original owners years ago had as their dairy operation. It had been owned by a family in the Tomahawk area, and for the last 25 years they used it just strictly as a deer hunting camp.
Okay, and then the main house that we're in that we call the owner's quarters. What was this building like when you bought it?
Well, it was unfinished. There was no water, plumbing. There was electricity. The front of the building was the patio, which is now a bar. Everything was basically redone at that time. I guess the only thing that's original is just the ceiling and the wall on the log wall on the east side of the building. Otherwise, everything else we completely constructed back in 2013, 2014.
Oh, wow. And so, I mean, you've done everything, but what are kind of some main points that make this kind of unique in what it is?
Well, it's a half log construction, and then on the interior we used all custom hickory cabinetry from Thorcraft Cabinets, a nice Mennonite company, and I've worked with them in the past, and so they do very good work. And obviously granite and tile. Everything is tile. Everything is in-floor hydronic heat in this building. We also have a nice Hearthstone wood stove in this building, and then in the front bar of this building we have a gas Hearthstone unit to match it. So it's just a nice place for me and the family to come. It's not that big. We got 2 bedrooms in here and 1 bath. But you'll see why we don't need such a big place in here. We kind of let the friends and the family and the guests, they stay in their own quarters, and this is just kind of for the more immediate family.
Excellent, excellent.